Systems on me. Three screen. Easy Stevens. Clear for launch. Hands tied, lights flash, red to green. Every breath is gasoline. Code and chaos, pixels and pain. One mistake and you're out of the game. Screens glow bright, heat in my face. Digital track, physical race. Robin's voice cutting through the crowd. Send it, baby, we're running proud. No reset, no second chance. Heartbeat syncs with the engines, dancing the noise. I find my calm, adrenaline's my song. Full send nation, burn the line. Every lap we redefine. No fear, no hesitation. Stevens Motorsport, domination. Full send, nation, rise again. Full send, nation, rise again. 40 cars deep, daylight fades. We ride the storm that the engine made. No walls hold when the dream's in gear. You don't drive fast, you disappear. Set up sheet tape to the dash. Tuned by code and a flash of cash. Sweat drips down, white knuckles burn. This ain't practice, it's my turn. Grip the wheel, feel the grind. Chasing ghosts through the online mind. Every lap a brand new war. I ain't lifting anymore. Full send nation, red line ride. Fuel on fire, hearts collide. Triple screen thunder breaking the chain. We don't quit, we live insane. In gears we trust. In rubber we pray. For every wreck, another day. You better hold that line, AJ. Full send, full send. Full send, full send. Full send nation, flag held high. Daytona dreams will never die. Stevens Motorsports built to win. Light that fuse and send it again. Full send nation, crank that sound. Engine scream, the world spins round. From the grid to the finish flame, we own the night. Remember the name. Yeah. Stevens Motorsports. Full send forever. Engines live, telemetry synced. Stevens Motorsports, lock it in. Fuel in my veins, fire in my chest. Every heartbeat's louder than the rest. The rig's alive, the lights go green. This is more than a race, it's a dream.
Good evening, everybody. We're back for another round of the YESCAR Truck Championship, as much as that is weird to say YESCAR and truck all in the same sentence. We're in Vegas tonight for 80 laps of the trucks. Should be a good time. I think we've got about 22 drivers, a couple of which I guarantee you've seen before. Actually, I thought he was in here, but maybe he's not. I really thought the Gominator was in here. At least I thought that's what Eric had told me, unless he's just watching. But I got Dennis up here in the booth with me tonight. We'll get some race info up on the screen so you've got it. Like I said, 80 laps, 1 fast repair, 4 sets of tires. The guys practiced in the daytime. As you can see, it just transitioned tonight. So, Dennis, I'm pretty sure these guys are in for a handful.
What? No. The trucks don't handle different when the lights come on.
No car handles different when the sun goes down. And if you set your session up incorrectly for iRacing, it'll totally screw you for officials, right?
What? Who told you that?
What do we got going on? So we got qualifying right now. We'll stick this up on screen as well, so you guys got at least something to know who's who at the moment. You know, we missed the road course at Charlotte, which is already interesting enough to try to do a broadcast correctly because of the way that cautions don't fall. But I think we're in for a pretty decent race tonight. You know, it's been a busy last week or so for us with the PRS stuff, so it's kind of nice to sit here and not have to worry about racing for once.
Returning lap.
Yeah, but on a positive note, Dennis got a win today.
I did.
Shout out PRS.
Hey, those don't come often, but
yeah,
when they do,
they're nice. Oh man. But
definitely when you lead 248 out of 250 laps. So
yeah. How we doing, Michelle? Oh man. Well, I think this is one of those tracks for tonight that it's anybody's win. You know what I mean? Like, it's a mile and a half at Vegas. It gets tricky. If you know how to save tire, that's gonna be the big thing, right?
Well, and with the less fuel in these things, that's also going to be a big factor.
Right, and our track temp's down to like 80 degrees. So these things are going to fly a little bit. Like, I got to imagine, because the iRacing setup's already tight, the lower fuel is going to make it even tighter.
Yeah, with 45% fuel, with 45% fuel, I would just go full out. Honestly, that's.
I mean, you almost gotta. You know,
if you don't, like, you don't have to worry about a super long run.
Right. It is 80 laps, so you go every 20 on tires. So
I don't even know.
Yeah,
I'm thinking 20.
You could take tires every 20, but if you run a full fuel run, it's probably going to go longer than 20. So yeah, I mean, it works itself out. So,
it's weird seeing Connor's truck on track.
What paint scheme is he in? Oh, he's in the Premier paint.
Should look familiar.
Yeah, I was going to say, very familiar.
That's why I said it looks funky to see on track. I normally don't get to see it from the side.
So Kyle just said that fuel's good for 21-1 by yourself. So it's going to be close already.
Yeah. So in the draft, we might see some guys stretch it to 25, but I say fuel window is going to be 20 to 25.
I think so too. I think by 25 you're coming in on fumes.
Those are going to be your heavy savers, the guys that are riding mid-pack.
Right. Well, Connor's in the chat now. Should we tell him, Dennis?
Tell him what?
I don't know if he knows or not. He's got some big shoes to fill come Friday night.
Oh, I'm pretty sure he's aware. If he's been looking at any Discord today.
I'm sure he probably has. Oh, Rickle, how you gonna let yourself start back there by Uncle Eric?
Uncle Eric's like, what do you mean?
By the way, I was gonna tell you, and you know, we could talk about it on stream because I think everybody else will get a laugh. So I was kind of looking at the price of RAM recently because, you know, RAM chips are in short supply at the moment, and a 64 gig pack is like $900 right now, which is insane for RAM. So I was like,
Yes.
huh, I wonder what that 5090 is going to cost me. Care to take a guess?
Oh, probably 3,500.
Like $3,000. A month ago,
Yeah.
they were $2,300.
Yeah.
That's knuckin' futz.
Yeah.
Connor, Dennis may have taken the adjusted set and pulled off a win today. That's what we're talking about. But yeah, I literally about swallowed my tongue when I saw the price. I went, holy shit. So I'm hoping by April that starts to come down.
I hope so.
One would think. Because I gotta wait for my bonus. So once I get the bonus, what y'all are seeing on screen is gonna look completely different. That is not true, Rickle. That is not true.
I just think they inflated it for the holiday season.
Could be. Very well could be. I'm kind of glad that I have to wait a little bit, but it'll be fine.
I think after the holiday season and then after tax season, you'll see the price go down probably.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, April, May.
Well, and I'm sure they're probably already ramped up production on a lot of stuff. But like $900 for just RAM? Come on.
It's insane.
That's nuts. As we're watching Josh Laughlin try to get that truck sideways through 1 and 2, and it just will not.
I'd say the track's got a little bit of grip.
He's trying to throw it around, and it's just not throwing around worth a bean. Oh, by the way, there's also I have an iRacing 12 Days of Christmas as well as a Fast Car 12 Days of Christmas.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. Korn's got to rework the Fast Car 12 Days of Christmas because the lyrics aren't coming out. So he's gonna work on that, get it back to me. So we might have that. We get close to a holiday race. We'll play it. I might use it for an intro. Probably be funnier than hell. We should just about be done with qualifying, correct?
Minute and a half.
Okay. I knew it was I think it's like 10 minutes, so.
Yeah, it's 10 minutes.
But yeah, like probably week after next might play some of the iRacing Christmas songs. Who knows? Maybe we'll even create a full Christmas album of iRacing things.
Joe and Connor going back and forth in the text chat.
Uh-oh. Probably a good thing I don't have that up.
Well, Joe says when he grows up, he wants to be like Connor.
Oh.
And Connor says that he says the same thing about Joe.
I would like to go back to Connor's age every once in a while. It'd be kind of nice. Knock 20 years off. But oh boy. Yeah, I think
You're just an old fart.
that, dude, I really am. I'm getting up there. Birthday's at the end of the month, so I don't know if we'll do like a stream on the 1st or something. Might do an all day thing for that. So,
My dirty 30's coming around the corner, so.
oh boy, let me tell you, after 30, it all goes downhill.
I've already hit that downhill.
Oh man! All right, now we're finally getting ready to grid up here. So let me get through the grid. We'll get this off really quick. Anyway, Joe, we do have some years on him. Why is the grid not popping up? Oh, there it goes. Okay. Connor Wolbeck gonna put it on the poll. 30.315. Tyler Staton, real close. 0.004 stuck him to the outside tonight. Big Duke's gonna start 3rd. Garrett Bobo's starting 4th. Joe Sullivan is 5th. Travis Trussell is 6th. Taco John 7th. B3's gonna start 8th. Ryan Perrone 9th. Rickle, he's gonna start 10th. Jackson Duke is 11th. Eric Dillingham, Uncle Eric himself, he starts 12th tonight. Josh Laughlin starts 13th. Wayne Whitley's 14th. Ty Smith 15th. Juan Velez is 16th. Kenneth Luge is 17th. Paul Lawson is 18th. Randy Wood is 19th. Travis Trevelyan starts 20th. Paul Boomershine 21st. Josh Dillaha is 22nd. JB DeVoe 23rd. Braden Drury is 24th, and that is our entire field for tonight. Yeah, we haven't done this in a while, and we usually do this during fast car. We're gonna do this for tonight. How many cautions and who you got, Dennis?
You know the drivers hate when we do this, right?
I know they fuck it, drives me nuts.
Normally the truck series has been really clean. I say we only get 2 cautions.
I think we get 1. That's where I'm at on the cautions.
It'll be around 12, lap 12. Once these tires start getting heat and they start getting tight.
Yeah. Who you got for the win?
With fuel strategy race like this, if it goes green, it's gonna be. I'm gonna give Garrett Bobo some love tonight.
All right. I'm just looking through the field here. Man, it's like throw a dart at the wall.
I know. Joe's got Duke winning. So he doesn't even have himself winning.
I was kind of looking at Duke myself. The man was ripping off some mad I rating last week and the week before. So I think I'm with with Sullivan on this one. And by the way, Sullivan, do you not remember your 30th because of too many adult beverages, or was that just like it's been that long ago?
I'm aiming for the 1st. It's really hard for me to not pick Connor. Like I want to pick Connor just because the paint.
Yeah. He'd probably tell you not to pick. B3 don't want me to pick him. I know that. That man is sworn off me picking him. Joe, I feel you on that one. All right, we're gonna get to serious business here. We're in 3 and 4. Pace car will duck off, and then Connor will bring us to the restart zone. We're gonna get this thing kicked underway. I think as long as these guys give some space, I think we're gonna be all right tonight. So let's see what we can do. One of the cleaner truck series that we've seen. So into the restart zone, and we're off. Connor and Big Duke.
Connor with a good run.
I was going to say, they got a good jump on that one. Big Duke was right at the bumper of him as soon as they took off, and Sullivan's coming with him pretty quickly.
Bottom 3 on that restart cleared that outside line.
Oh, Connor moved up and left the hole open for Big Duke to pop through.
I think once this track gets a little more heat in it, I think that outside lane is where you're going to want to be, but early run, you're probably going to want to run that bottom.
That would be my guess as well. Wow, Connor just slices down through. Almost wasn't clear there. Garrett Bobo already coming forward. So maybe your pick was right tonight, Dennis.
Just don't look behind him because it's a hornet's nest for about
yeah.
fifth on back.
It's got to look a little bit further back and seeing that. We'll see if we can't open the angle. And of course, it doesn't open the angle up much. I'm kind of worried with the tri-oval that somebody's going to clip somebody in there. We see it here all the time. We saw it in the throwback series, right? Where you get a guy that goes down below. Next thing you know, they're 3 wide. They don't know they're 3 wide, and somebody goes around. But
there's just so many lanes that could be taken through that tri-oval, quad-oval area. It's
right.
Tri-oval here, but it widens out so much that getting back organized before turn 1 can be a hassle.
Exactly.
You got Travis Russell running that mid lane, making up ground.
I was just about to say
3 wide mid pack.
He's doing it by himself. He's made it almost to second place by himself on the outside. The only concern that I see there is it's really going to beat up that right front.
That's what I'm worried about. Is everyone's running the bottom, so there's going to be more heat in the bottom. So running that cooler line, cooler track temp, not as much rubber. This first run, it's definitely going to hurt it as he takes the lead from Big Duke.
Yeah.
Garrett Bobo's in tow.
Man, I got to wonder if maybe the bottom isn't the best play, but like a mid lane, you know, if the truck is tight, it might be the safer play like we've seen at Daytona and in Talladega recently with the 87s. Maybe that works here for the trucks. As Garrett Bobo goes to the bottom, he's going to try and steal the lead away from Trussell.
Side by side off of 2 for the lead.
Down the backstretch into turn number 3, still side by side.
You got Ty Smith running that mid to high lane coming forward as well. Gets around Joe Sullivan.
Yeah, my guess is going to be that the bottom lane is going to save the tire and the top lane is going to be your flyer of a lap. But maybe we don't see it really tighten up because of the amount of fuel.
Ty Smith get tight and almost grabbed the wall off of 2.
Trussell did too. He got kind of weird, and then it looked like it was going to continue to lazily drift downward, but then it like snaps to attention and away it goes.
Garrett Bobo leads that lap.
Looking at a couple other ones. Rickles in 8. Ooh, Trussell gets the wall.
Way up the track.
Yeah. Connor Wallbeck
I think
in
that's
6th.
that right front starting to give out.
That's what I'm kind of wondering. And you know, he was flying, but I didn't see him dip into the middle or bottom very much, which isn't going to help matters. Now he moves to the bottom to go back after Bobo, though.
8 laps in, we'll see what happens with Travis and like Ty Smith still being on that outside line here right before green flag stops to see if there is a big fall off or if it's able to maintain.
Well, and we're just about halfway there. We'll be 9 or 10 laps through once we cross the line here. So I have to keep an eye on that. Everybody's kind of starting to stretch out except for about, looks like
4th on back.
Yeah, 4th to about 10th, or maybe a little bit further. They're bunched up pretty good.
Yeah. Old Uncle Eric sitting P13, sitting in the back of this front pack right now in his He-Man paint. But Garrett Bobo continues to lead for now, starting to get a little gap over Travis Trussell a little bit.
If we get a caution, I'll make sure to get that on screen, because the Gominator said that I had to somehow incorporate it into the stream like he's got the power or something. But Garrett Bobo's starting to get a little bit of a gap. About 0.4 almost over Travis Trussell.
And then from fourth on back has started to single file back out now.
I think they kind of got to catch these guys. We're looking at
I'd
Ty
say
Smith
that
there.
Rickles slides up. Ty Smith grabs the wall.
Ooh, Joe Sullivan getting loose. It looks like, oh, he's still loose. That looks sketchy.
I think he was trying to give Rickles some room there. Oh, the screen froze for a second.
That's scary shit. As it looks like Rickles made his way to fourth. See if he can't pull these guys in a little bit.
I'll say Big Duke's gone around Travis Trussell, so Big Duke's back up to second. See if he can start reeling in Garrett Bobo, because as of right now, Garrett Bobo's all by himself.
Well, they were side by side for quite a few laps there, and that let Bobo escape. And you're going to need help to get back up there, so I don't know. I mean, I get it, you're racing, but at the same time, you're going to let the leader just walk away from you?
Well, it's one of those weird little games of, if you're faster, do you think you can pull him up there more? Or it sounds like the 002 had an issue with his screen freezing, and so I'm not the only one that's been having that issue.
Big Duke's starting to reel in Garrett Bobo. He's got him down to 0.65 in closing.
Yeah, he was a 10th faster than in last lap.
Let's actually look at that. He's a 10th faster than almost everybody that last lap. Looking to see if anybody else was as close, but no. Big Duke with a 31.2. You know, you've got to wonder. Uh-oh, we got a wreck. I just heard him call it out.
Turn 4.
Looks like B3 and Juan were in it. I'll go take a look at it. Go from the blimp so we can see what. Oh, Rickle got the wall. We're going to watch B3 because he kind of blinks out there. So it looks like Rickle gets the wall. And then.
That's not Rickle.
Oh, it isn't. It's Wayne Whitley. My bad.
Yeah.
Paints look the same. He gets the wall. Juan gets loose. Netcode gets Whitley. B3 goes around.
Yeah, it's so weird because Juan on my screen blinks out and hits Wayne as he's completely gone.
Yeah, that's what happened here too.
Wayne comes down the track and gets B3 on the apron, and
then Juan reappears in the backstretch. All right, so I think, yeah, everybody came down. You'd be crazy not to, because we're 16 laps in. You're going to have to pit very soon anyways. I think Garrett Bobo only took tires, or took fuel. I don't think he took tires. That could be that could be a smart play. Yeah, he was a 7-second stop to Big Duke's 15. Is Big Duke took tires.
Looks like Jackson Duke is also, he rolled off in second, gained 9 spots.
This could be a smart play. Yes, he did take fuel only. So if they can get the tires to work, it might work out quite well.
It's going to be very interesting because I think they're going to fire off better.
Well, here's the other thing to think about, right? They've only got 4 sets. You've just saved a set for a possible green-white checkered attempt at the end.
Yeah.
So Bobo and Duke may be sitting in the best seat right now, especially if they get a late race caution, and a lot of these guys take tires when they take fuel.
It's going to be very interesting.
Because under green, you're going to want to take them, right?
At least right sides.
Yeah. Yeah, true. I don't know. This changes things. Something to watch for sure. Because I think everybody else took tires there. And when I say everybody else, I mean everybody else.
Everybody else.
All right. Well, we're going to go green here in just a second. Pace car will duck off when we get out of 4. And we'll see if these top 2...
I will give a reminder to look at Eric's paint.
Oh, yes. Next time we get a... Or once we kind of stretch out, I can...
Pace car's off.
We're green flag racing. He did fire... Bobo fired off pretty good there. But I think Big Duke's just going to drive around him as we get ready to dive down into the corner. We'll see if he can hang on.
And Jackson Duke has kind of held up that top line there a little bit.
You know, I think that's kind of saving Bobo at the moment because it looked like he kind of come off the corner a little funky. It didn't... It's like it didn't fire in a straight line, like the tires cooled off too much.
I'll say. Just like that, Garrett Bobo slips back to 4th.
Yep. Jackson Duke's back to 8th already.
That thing pushed on him. All the way up the hill, Bobo goes.
I think he needs to get some heat back in the tires. Like I said, if they can get a caution at the right time, it works for Bobo. If they don't, he's going to fade back quite a bit. But how many laps does he need before the tires start to kind of come back in and he's running the same lap times? You know what I mean?
Yeah. At what point do they equal out?
And that's the big question right now. We don't know because even with a full fuel, I don't know if they ever equal out. So with the lighter fuel, they may kind of come in. Jackson Duke continues to hemorrhage. He's back to 15th right now. As Duke leads across the line, Garrett Bobo back to 9th. I don't know.
Yeah, the front 6 you could throw a blanket over.
Yeah.
As Sullivan challenges Rickle for 2nd.
I think right now, if you're either one of those guys, I think, you know, you're committed to the long game here. With the hope of a late race caution after all the pit cycles and guys taking tires.
Yeah, throw a blanket over your top 5 right now.
Pretty much. They're all side by side. Actually, it's more than just the top 5. It almost looks like the top 8.
Yeah.
They've kind of broken away. I don't know. This could get interesting.
I think Paul Boomershine and Randy Wood are kind of just riding in the back looking at this and being like, I don't want no part of this right now.
I wouldn't want to be a part of it. I just kind of watch and see if I can't save some extra fuel, maybe shift that fuel run, right? Like, if I can extend that just a little bit every time, it's gonna make things a little off, but I don't think that's necessarily
here and there matters.
Yeah, I don't think that's necessarily the worst thing. Because then hopefully last stop, you got to take quite a bit less fuel. They're still 2x2 up front. I mean, Joe Sullivan is not letting him go.
No.
I'm actually quite...
Trussell's trying to help with that outside lane.
I'm quite shocked at how long Joe's held the outside, because we saw Travis Tressel do it earlier, and it didn't work quite as nice.
Well, Travis must have found something because he's right back to it. Ooh, we got one in the wall in the back. That's Bobo off of turn 2.
Yeah, I'm sure that probably got tight on him. Ooh, Big Duke and Joe Sullivan about door. Duke turns it down hard.
Still side by side for your first 4 spots.
Yeah, I'm going to be interested to see if Joe Sullivan can hang on long term out there. Wonder if he made like a brake bias adjustment to help keep it rotating.
I don't know. Trek bar, are you helping me?
Maybe. Not real sure yet. Don't quote me. Ooh, Trussell gets the wall.
I think we're coming into the situation right now where we're about halfway through this run again. I think that outside's going to start tightening up on exit.
I'm not sure what that was about. Hopefully that picks back up where it left off. Trying to get this.
I'm loading it now.
Yeah, I'm trying to get things.
Good.
Okay.
Well, and then we're back.
Yeah,
sorry for OBS being dumb.
Not sure why that did what it did, but okay.
Well, I see. So Sullivan's still side by side. He's been tucking in behind Duke a couple times, but still trying to make that outside line work. Trussell started losing distance to the front too.
See, and I gotta wonder if Joe Sullivan and Travis Trussell aren't running different steering ratios here. You know, with the 87s, we already know, okay, if we up, if somebody gets on the wall in the back, we know that we can up the steering ratio, save the right front tire. Is that what Joe's done here?
Possibly.
I think I think that's gonna be my guess.
He's a leader that time by. Got Big Duke by a nose across the line. Got Trussell who's slotted back down into that bottom lane in front of Rickle. And he's still grabbing the wall off of 2.
I mean, Joe might be using a little bit of gas throttle and getting it to rotate, you know what I mean?
Big Duke finally clears him here. Let's see if Joe tucks in or if he's going to try to stay committed to that outside line. Nope. Looks like he's staying committed. That allows Travis Trussell to close that gap.
I really got to wonder if Joe hasn't found something out there.
Maybe he feels more confident out there as we have another person in the back grab the wall off of 2.
Or because he's right there on exit, it's forcing Duke to have to turn down further and burn that right front up.
Big Duke gets loose.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Allows Joe to pull even with him down into 1. Rickle in the back of Trussell.
And he's got the 8. Ooh, did Trussell catch the wall there?
I think someone's broken the back.
Yeah, we got somebody broke and down off. That's the 71 of Travis Trevelyan. Yep, that right front's definitely broke. Joe and Big Duke still going at it here.
Yeah, I'm wondering if Joe's not trying to play the game of how long can I keep Big Duke pinned down and make him turn more off corner, like you were saying.
That's kind of what I was wondering. Michelle, to answer your question, he's the 0-1-3. He's sitting in 9th place right now.
We got one person calling to pit road this time by.
That's a little well, no, it's about right. because they put it on 16. Granted, they were another 2 laps under caution. I don't know. I think
we're gonna start seeing pit stops here soon.
Yeah, I think I'd try and stretch it, but that's just me.
Big Duke takes a big swing to the bottom there. Make sure he is committed to that bottom. I don't think Big Duke wants to give up that bottom lane.
I think I just heard Joe Sullivan call for next time. Trying to listen to the radio.
Joe.
I thought I heard Joe, but I could be wrong. Somebody called to pit this time. I know that.
It's not going to be Joe because he's on that outside line and not giving up.
Yep, front row Joe's on the high lane.
And that's another thing to think of. That outside lane, you're going to burn more fuel.
Yeah, because Big Duke is pitting this time.
Trussell swings wide. That tells me he's going to stay out another lap.
Eric's coming down this time. They're going to stretch it. They're going to stretch it one more lap. So this would actually put them more back onto the normal rotation because they've been able to stretch to 40.
Yep.
Joe Sullivan calls in as well.
Top 3 are coming in for sure.
Top 4.
Connor staying out.
So Connor's going to take over. This might be a good play too because it puts him just past.
Pit road is a busy place right now.
I was going to say, we see the track map just flooded with people.
I think that's one reason why Connor wanted to go one extra lap, get a little bit cleaner pit road entry.
That could be. Yep, he's coming this time. I mean, that's another thing. Do you just take fuel here and see if you can't hang on?
I'm very curious. Big Duke is... I'm curious to see where Big Duke cycles out here.
I mean,
he's around all those 4 that pitted that lap after him.
Yeah, he's on the move. He's got to run down Tyler Staton. And I think Tyler only took fuel. Yeah, Tyler only took fuel.
That's...
Same thing with Connor.
Connor's bottom 1 and 2 now. Tyler is going to pass him.
It's going to be very close as to who comes out where. If Big Duke's starting to run these guys down.
That was a risky blend.
Yes, it was. We're going to check Big Duke. Big Duke took tires. So your top 2 have saved a set. We're going to watch last times. We'll catch it on the next one. Tyler Staton with a 31.8. Big Duke with a 30.8.
Yeah, I think Duke's going to fly right by these guys. He's already around Connor.
Well, and like I said, I think if they've saved a set, they get a late race caution. Plus, this is going to force them to actually save a little bit of fuel because they're not going to be going nearly as fast.
Big Duke gets around Tyler Stratton. Here comes Rickle.
Yep, Rickle's on the move. Let's look to see where Garrett Bobo is in all this. He's mired back in 15th. There's a couple of different...
Rickle's got right to the back bumper of Big Duke now.
Yep. These guys are going to try and check out, switch this back to gap. Yeah, Stat and Wallback are kind of stuck at the moment.
I'd almost, as Trussell looks to the outside of Rickle, I'm very iffy on only fuel. If I'm taking a fuel load here, yeah, it's 45%, but I'm at least putting right sides on.
Yeah, it might help the turn at least. Like I said, it may pay off, but they're gonna need a caution there at the end for it to work the way that I think that they're hoping that it'll work.
Trussell and Duke side by side for your lead.
I think this is going to get highly, highly interesting.
Trussell clears Big Duke, slides back down to the bottom.
I think they're going to try and save some fuel riding behind Trussell. I think that is kind of the plan that I had heard.
Duke with a little bump down the front stretch. Sullivan sitting fourth about, half a second off the back of Rickle.
And Stanton and Wallbeck have fallen 5 seconds off the back of this pack.
Yeah. I don't know. Without taking tires, it's so risky.
Yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out on the back end, but again, now you've got 4 cars or 4 trucks that are playing the long game. Like you're gonna have to have something happen here, or you're kind of SOL. Because these guys just keep rocketing forward. Sullivan's at least got help at this point from a lap truck. I believe that's Josh Laughlin behind him.
It is. Your top 3 are nose to tail. You couldn't put a piece of paper between them.
Right. I was just looking to see Joe Sullivan slowly pulling these guys in, and then they pull out a little bit. So it's kind of a rubber band match to 4th.
Got the 42 pitting in again this time. I think he might have some damage.
Well, I think he also... Oh, you're talking about the 42? Yep.
Correct.
I thought you said the 002. I think the 002 was one of the first ones to pit.
Got about 10 laps before we see our next pit cycle.
Yeah, and Statton and Wood have fallen to 6.8 back. Or, I'm sorry, Statton and... where did Connor go?
Connor is back in 11th. He's 8.5 back.
Oof. That is one hell of a fall. I really hope
that number keeps growing.
I really hope it pays off for him here.
Joe's caught the front 3. How much? So the biggest thing here with Joe, how much did he have to use to get back up here compared to these 3 that have just been riding?
Well, he's been running the low line, so I don't know. I think we already know Joe stretched it to 40 laps. So if our math's correct, he can make it to the end without having to try to save fuel.
Oh.
As the entire top 5 smacks the shit out of the wall. But so we know he can make it on fuel, so that's gonna be a non-issue. The other 3, they're going to be close. So we'll have to see what happens there.
I got brand new tires there, guy. Yeah, I was gonna go high, but
Front four still nose to tail. I don't think any of these guys are looking to fight.
No, I don't think so either. Connor Wolbeck 10 seconds back. That's rough. I think if I was one of these guys, yo, you probably could get away with fuel only because of how much gap you've got. If you wanted to try to save a set of tires at this point.
If I'm going to do a short stop, I'm taking right sides. I am not doing tires only with how far I've seen that those guys drop.
Dennis does not like my strategy.
I don't.
He says it's a terrible call.
You've got this much gap because you've been taking 4. Why go away from it?
And now Sullivan's back off of the top 3.
Yeah, Rickle caught the wall off of 2 last time, and Joe had to jump out of it to not run him over.
So now he's got to dig all the way back to everything that he just gained. So we'll see if he's got the tire to do it. Daryl says gas and right sides.
That's what I'm saying. If I am stopping, I'm at least throwing right sides on it.
Yeah.
I'm not doing no tires.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, sometimes you got to risk it for the biscuit.
Yeah, well. Oh, you grab the wall.
23 to go.
Right there, you're gonna swap here a little bit.
Do we get calling out for
You're gonna
pits?
start. Yep, a couple of the guys in the back are gonna start coming in. The ones that came early last time, and this is gonna put them to where they have to stop for fuel only if it goes green.
Yeah. I mean, a couple of these guys are going to have to push it and stretch it because otherwise they're going to come up just a little bit short. Did Big Duke just call
coming in
pity?
this time?
Man, I don't know. To me, that seems like a lap early.
Your top 3 are coming in, and your top 4.
Yeah,
Sullivan
Joe
follows
Sullivan.
them in.
I think.
Gosh, can they make it 20 laps?
It's gonna be close. So I guess
Connor's gonna stay out here.
That gives Paul Boomershine the lead.
Garrett Bobo up to 2nd. And Bobo's got a 5-second gap back to Connor.
Yeah, Bobo's
Garrett's
gonna
coming
pit
in
this time. Boomershine's in this time.
Can Connor stretch this a couple more laps and make this
He's
to where
gonna.
he doesn't have to pit a last time?
He's gonna stay out.
Throw 4 tires on it and then just let it rip the last.
We could take a lot less, or well, in this is that you're not taking a lot less fuel, but
Connor's
less
fitting
fuel.
in this time. Here comes your leader. that's going to give Sullivan the lead. Sullivan is going to inherit it off of those pit stops.
Yeah, and he's got a bit of a gap over Big Duke.
I know what he did.
Well, he went 10 seconds.
Just by how that car looked coming around turns 1 and 2.
Yep, he took 2 tires. He loosened her right up.
Yep.
So if Sullivan can get to the lap car, I believe that's Juan Velez. If he can start drafting off of him and pull away from these two and go, Big Duke is running him down a little bit, though.
I'm going to be very curious on if, with the lighter fuel load, if it doesn't tighten up too much.
Yeah.
Because we know it will loosen up on a short run and then comes back a little bit on the longer run. But we know these are a lot shorter than they normally are.
Big Duke's got him at 0.65.
Yep. Where is our buddy Connor sitting? Connor's all the way back in 12th. And he's about half a track, if not a little more than half a track behind.
Yeah.
So if this goes green, it's going to be interesting. Can Sullivan, Duke, can all those guys that pitted earlier make it on fuel, or do they have to stop one more time?
I don't know, man. It's going to be tough because Big Duke went in just before 20. Joe's saying 21 laps. Obviously, he's running a little bit freer of a truck that's going to get tighter a lot quicker. I just don't know. As we see Travis Trussell try to battle for third, he's going to go to the inside of Duke, I think, as we get ready. He's going to try and send it 3 wide is what I'm seeing.
He's looking.
He's looking pretty hard.
And these 3 are reeling in Joe.
Yeah. Now Joe's got a lap car between.
Rickle kind of got pinned there.
Yep.
Able to sneak down.
Sullivan going to go out and around another lap car. He goes around the 42. That's Paul Lawson. Paul pulls it to the bottom. Joe was able to pull it back out for a minute. We'll see how long that goes. Big Duke back to 0.26 in closing.
Joe's trying to do a big arc in the corner.
Yeah, I think he's trying to save as much tire as he can, and I'm kind of wondering at this point if he's thinking that he made the wrong call here.
He's got 4 under a blanket again.
Yep, he's got Juan's draft. Big Duke's gonna look to the inside. Can he make it stick off of 4?
Big Duke was Joe's pick.
Man, Joe's still hanging on out there on the outside.
Well, right now he's got to hang on for dear life.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Because if these guys get around him, I don't know if he's going to have enough tire to make a pass if they do.
Right.
Trying to side draft Rickle down the front stretch.
I think he's trying to hang on just in case, but I don't know.
10 to go.
I don't think Joe's going to get nearly as tight as the guys on 4 are going to get. I'll say that. Unless he's already there, which is entirely a possibility as well.
Big Duke's like seeing the the two guys behind him side by side.
Right.
Connor is starting to close on your leaders, but not by a lot.
I was gonna say probably not
He's
much.
15 seconds back.
Yeah, he needs that late caution and see if
Trussell's jumped underneath Brickle now.
Yep.
As they single file back out. I'm starting to see Joe's truck. This is the point where we talked about earlier with possibly no tires in 4. Where does it level out?
It's hard to
Goes to the
say.
inside of Joe.
Big Duke's
Rickle
loving what he's
pushes up
seeing.
the hill. Seven to go this time.
Yeah, Duke's out to almost working on half a second at the moment.
Trussell's working the top side again. Now he's on the outside of Rickle. Sullivan cleared again. He's back to second.
They're trying to get back in line to go catch Big Duke. Oh, Big Duke just told him that it's going to take more than getting in line.
Five to go.
Yep. And Big Duke is out to 0.6 right now.
I think Joe's tires are starting to give up on him.
Yeah. I think the right sides are about done tore up. Big Duke out a full second. Woo! Big Duke getting cocky. I like it. Rickle's around Trussell. Let's see if Rickle could do anything with 4 laps to go. Big Duke told him it's going to take more than a train to catch him. 3 to go across the line. Still 1 second out. Although Rickle is coming, he keeps flirting with that 1 second mark.
Well, Rickle's got something different than a train. He's got a moose.
I think his moose is on the loose.
Duke's out to 1.1 now. 2 to go. Do these guys have enough fuel?
I don't know. That's the question. I mean, this is right about where Connor needs a caution.
Yeah.
Something about the moose didn't eat enough. I think I just heard Rickle say that.
Yeah.
Coming to the white flag. This thing's going to be official right about now. So Big Duke is heading for home, and he's 1.1 out over Rickle, Trussell, Sullivan, and Taco. Big Duke says he wants 80 more. We can't get 80 more. Duke down into 3 and 4 for the final time. 1.1 up. And Duke is going to show him how he got that 3.7 KI rating right now. That was a gap. 1.138 at the line. we'll have the results up on screen here in a minute, but I mean, overall, we had what, one caution? I don't think that's that bad, to say the least. All right, and we should have our results. We got our results up on screen, and we need race results, not practice results. I don't know why it keeps doing that for me. Big Duke gonna come home with the win here. Kyle Wilson gonna finish second. Travis Trussell third. Joe Sullivan's fourth. Taco John is fifth. Ty Smith is sixth. Paul Boomershine seventh. Wayne Whitley's eighth. Tyler Staton is ninth. Randy Wood is 10th. Jackson Duke 11th. Kenneth Lug is 12th. Connor Wolbeck, tough night, 13th. Ouch. Uncle Eric comes home in 14th. Ryan Perone's 15th. Juan Velez 16th. B3 comes home 17th. Garrett Bobo, after trying the same thing that Connor Wolbeck did, comes home 18th. Moving back a little bit further, Travis Trevelyan finishes 19th. Paul Lawson's 20th. Josh Laughlin 21st. Braden Drury 22nd. Jamie DeVoe 23rd. And Josh Dillaha 24th. See if we've got Big Duke. I'll see if I can move him up here. I can't. Big Duke's got to move himself because he's the Discord owner. I can't move him, Dennis. You gonna jump down and have him come up?
Yeah.
Okay. We're waiting to get him up here in the broadcast booth. There he is. I can't move you because I'm not an admin in here.
My bad. I'll get that changed.
We'll get it figured out later. Well, it was a commanding win tonight. You know, you won by 1.1. I know you're living in this thing lately as far as the trucks go. And I heard the cockiness there when you told Rickle that it was going to take more. It was going to take more than a train to get you.
And then I told him he can stack 80 more on the board and keep running the damn thing.
I love it. You know, it seemed like tires was definitely the name of the game tonight. We saw a couple of guys try to stretch a set, hoping for a late race caution. I'm assuming that you took 4 each stop.
Yeah, I took 4 each stop. There's a couple of combinations on the server. Do you remember? I think it was 20. I don't know. Maybe it was 2016. I can't remember what year it was. It might have been earlier than that. Casey Kane won the 600, and he was just putting it on kill every lap. He couldn't miss a corner. It was just like driving itself. There's a couple of combinations that we get on here that's what it feels like all the time. It's just it's just set to go.
Just
this
put
is
her
one
on
of them.
put her on cruise control.
Yes, I don't know what it is about it. It just works out.
One, and we saw Joe take 2. It looked like it would have worked if it was probably half the distance that you guys had to get there.
Yeah, I was wondering what he did because I knew that he got out. I figured he did, but man, those first couple of corners, I noticed he got really, really free.
Yeah.
And I thought, man, he's really chewing himself up pretty bad because figured he was on 2, but I just thought, well, I'll just bide my time on there.
Right. Well, and I think me and Dennis were even thinking about it. How much did the lower fuel affect the 2-tire run? Like, did it get that much tighter? And I'd love to talk to him about it and find out, because it looked like about the time you got to his back bumper, that thing tightened right up on him.
Well, yeah, we were just pacing there for about 40 laps. It seems like just door to door, just nonstop. That was a lot of fun racing with him.
Before that last stop, I mean, you guys, both of you were on 4 tires. Everything's clicking.
Yes.
We saw Travis Trussell get up there by himself. I was kind of surprised that I didn't see more fall off out of the outside lane.
You know, I was shocked as well because I thought, well, I'll just hang him out there. Like, he can keep racing out there. That's fine. And then and it just kept going for him. I was kind of shocked myself.
Yeah, it was definitely kind of odd there. So, but like I said, first place on the night. I'm assuming you're gonna go celebrate with some more streaming after this.
No, I'm about to go to bed. Actually, it's about it's. I'm gonna. I think I'm probably gonna call it a night.
I figured you'd keep going after that win, but
Well, I mean, I would, but the problem is like the next fixed race doesn't start till 11:15. That's a little too late.
yeah.
And then the open race, it's a little too long to run another 80. Even though I was talking about hollering stack 80 more on the board, I not necessarily can't. It's a little late to do that.
It's a little late, he says.
Yes.
All right. Well, I will let you go so you can do your thing, sir. Good win tonight. Anybody you want to give a shout out to before I let you go?
Hey, everybody. Give a shout out to everybody. My wife, MVV Travel Co. Anybody needs any travel book, come look me up on TikTok and then go follow my wife. She's a phenomenal travel agent. Get you booked anywhere in the globe. Keith Says Yes. Everybody over there at YESCAR that helps do all the stuff that we do and host all the races. And you guys for broadcasting that and coming on board this year, man. It's been really awesome to watch you grow. So we greatly appreciate it.
Absolutely. All right, bud. Well, I will let you go and have a good
then
night.
one more shout out to the new AI Chief. I know you guys have probably heard on my stream a little bit different voice. There's a new app coming out sometime, fully launching in March. It's going to be beta tested in January. It's going to take place of pretty much all the apps, third-party apps that you run currently. It's going to not just be a spotter, crew chief voice, but a stint analyzer, overlay hub, and quite a few other things that you could only imagine. So looking forward to the AI Chief coming out.
I saw that, and I need to get with you.
Yeah, get with Shermanator on TikTok. Go follow AI Chief and get with them. I know they're talking about the beta slots being full, but I would imagine that there's somebody came with some viewers they might could be
yeah.
Yeah, I
get where you're going.
Maybe somebody came with a recommendation.
Right. All right. Well,
but no, we appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. I hope that race was as fun to call as it was to race in. Because holy cow, that was
because me and Dennis are up here talking strategy, trying to figure some things out. I'm like, man, is this gonna work? Is that gonna work? Like, I don't know. And then we were arguing about 2 tires versus 4 versus none. And so, yeah, it got a little interesting up here.
Yeah, and thanks to Elite and Senna for getting all this set up and carrying the league on. So we greatly appreciate their efforts as well.
Absolutely. All right, bud. Well, go enjoy the win. And I'm sure we'll get to talk to you either Friday or Saturday night for YESCAR 3D.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a good one. Thank you, boys.
You too, bud. All right, we're gonna get Rickle up in here. He said I could drag him in, so we're just gonna do it. Oh, there he is. I finally have you in here for an interview since you couldn't come to the broadcast or the winner's circle / green room area. I had to pull you in myself.
I'm sorry, there was a moose on the loose in my hoose, and I had to get out.
I thought your moose didn't eat enough. I think that's what I heard you say at one point.
Well, just because he didn't eat enough doesn't mean he wasn't loose in the hoose.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Well, we saw you take 4 just like Duke. Do you think that Connor and them guys were a little crazy for taking either no tires or like Joe did 2 tires?
I thought about 2. Honestly, I actually had it checked. I had the left sides turned off.
Yeah.
And then I thought, you know what? I've been riding with Duke the whole race. As soon as I got to him, I've been riding with him the whole race. If I take 2, I'm not going to be able to run the same line. I might be just as fast, but I'm not going to be able to run the same line for long term. So I put the lefts back on.
Okay.
It was a great race. It was fantastic. I mean, just singular caution, and then after that, the top 4, 5, we ran a full fuel run side by side. That was amazing.
I think that was the most interesting part.
Well,
just from a standpoint of like, me and Dennis were talking about it. We don't know why the outside lane didn't get as tight as we thought they would.
I'm not sure now, because like I found that I was actually faster in that middle lane, especially on 4. But I did enough to kind of hold on to Duke's bumper where I was like, yeah, you know what? I don't really want to try to get used to the way somebody else is racing.
Right.
I'm 3/4 of the way through the race.
Yep. I can understand that.
I think I would have had what I needed to get up to Duke if I wouldn't have got caught fighting with Trussell and Sullivan for as long as we did.
Right.
And at one point there we were 3 wide, so all 3 of us were lifting and trying to survive a 3 wide, and I was like, well, that's he's walking away now.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I think by the time you called to get back in line, he was already gone.
Yeah, well, that was about 2 corners after Trussell sent it to the inside and sent us all 3 wide, and I was like, no, that's not the answer right now. Do that after we catch him.
Yeah, no, I get that. So,
but it was he wasn't wrong. He said to me, I had to do something. I'm like, well, you're not wrong.
No, you're not wrong, but all in all, though, second place on the night, you can't really complain.
I think that's, if I remember correctly, that's 2 second places in a row in the league. So I will take that.
Right. It's a good points night. You didn't get wrecked. You finished. So
I finished with a 0x. That felt good.
There you go.
I think that's a first on the season so far. So that feels fantastic.
That's always a nice little bonus, right?
It is. It is.
All right, buddy. Well, like I said, congrats on the second tonight. Anybody you want to shout out before I kick you out of here for the night?
Well, first and foremost, you guys make this. You guys brought a whole new view and a whole new life to the series and the league in general. It's fantastic being able, it's something else to be able to hear your strategy ideas while I'm racing, because then I'm taking those as input and I'm like, maybe he's right.
Maybe he's on to something.
Right. Yeah. 100%. And then Duke and Keith for just overall the leadership of YESCAR and the continuation of YESCAR. Like this league just continues growing and continues getting better and better every day. There just isn't another league on iRacing, I think, that's quite the same. Everybody's got their strengths, but YESCAR is the full meal deal, and it's fantastic like that.
Right.
B3, sometimes he struggles, but that man supports me in any way he can, every time he can.
I was gonna say, look at the paint. Just look at the paint.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not just the paints with B3. Like B3 and I, we talk almost every single day. We may be 3,000 miles apart, but we chat every single day. And there's been many days where that man has pulled me from a hole where I'm just down and out, and he just says the simplest things, and it brings me back. So, I appreciate him and Taco John as well for that. But yeah, everybody I race with, everybody on track tonight, they did fantastic. One caution at a track that has been fairly notorious for breeding quite a few when things get piled up.
Oh, for sure. So, but all right, bud. Well, like I said, congrats tonight on the second place. I'll let you go, and maybe we'll get to talk to you this weekend for YESCAR 3D.
Could be. I got a moose to go and catch and feed, so.
That's going to be a thing at this point. I have a feeling. All right, buddy.
I believe it is.
Well, enjoy the rest of the night. We'll talk to you at some point this weekend.
All right. Cheers, guys.
Later. All right. That was Rickle. Thoughts on the night, Dennis?
Oh, as always, it's so much fun to do these.
Oh, yeah. Especially when you see a green flag run.
Whether it's late models, Monday, the trucks tonight, YESCAR 3D. Like it's always fun. Always good racing.
And I think if you're looking for any sort of racing, don't be afraid to go join the YESCAR guys. Like they put on some killer events. Awesome group of dudes to race with. You know, we just finished almost 60 laps green at Vegas, and this is a track where usually you get a guy pops the wall and somebody starts screaming at somebody. So
with 45% fuel.
yeah, yep, it definitely makes it interesting. I kind of like what they're doing with this truck league. So
I love the fact that I think every single one of these we've done has had multiple green flag stops.
Yeah. Yep. We were at Chicagoland a couple of weeks ago, or that was where we first picked up the series, I think. And, we almost ran an entire race green. So, a lot of good guys in here. So like I said, if you're looking for a league, this is definitely one of them. But on that note, I think it's going to be it for me and Dennis. I do plan on probably streaming the Martinsville at WNIS tomorrow night. My boy up here got himself a win. So if you're looking for a setup, PRS has got your setup for the WNIS this weekend. So go and check that out. But other than that, we're out of here for the night. Everybody enjoy the rest of your week. If we don't see you Friday night, we'll see you for sure. We may see you Saturday night. I may do YESCAR 3D tomorrow night. We'll just kind of have to see where the WNIS ends. But until then, guys, have a good rest of the night.